Everyone, Chrissy here, ready to talk about how to use Snap&Read and Co-Reader on our iOS devices. As you can see, I have my iPad here, and I'm going to go ahead and tap on Safari, what that's going to do is bring up an article that I was working on in class. I'd like to open this with Snap&Read, so I'm going to go ahead and click the box at the top with the arrow and select Snap&Read out of the second row there and click Open. And what you'll notice is you get that Snap&Read toolbar to the right-hand side. I'm going to go ahead and go over the icons with you now, the top one being the speak button, and I'm going to go ahead and engage that, and as you can see, it's blue.
The time traveler, for so it will be convenient to speak of.
And all I did was tap in the article where I wanted it to start reading, and then to turn it back off, I simply click that same button again. The second icon is our text leveler, which will change vocabulary into more simplified version, and I'm going to go ahead and click that. And as you'll notice, it's going through the article, and you'll see that the words that have been leveled down to simpler vocabulary are now in italics. If I go ahead and click on the word, it does go back to the original, and then I can click on it again, and you will have the leveled word as well. To click that off and get back to my original, I'll simply click that button again. Our third icon is our OCR, or text grab reader. So if I click that, it will allow me to draw a box around what I want read to me.
The time travel let that so it will be convenient to speak of him, was expounding a.
Again, to turn off the reading, I'll click the top one, and to get the box to go away, I'll click that third icon back again. The OCR is really great for taking pictures and reading them, so if I wanted to go ahead and take a picture of this and then have it read to me, that's exactly what I do. I'm going to go ahead and cancel out of that. I'm going to jump down to the bottom for a second, and this, that bottom icon is our outline. And we definitely have some options here. As you can see, it has my saved outlines there. If I wanted to go ahead and start a new outline, I'd go and click the blue button, and I can tap here to name my outline. And then once I name it, I can click the top three right dots, and it gives me the option to add outline templates. I'll go ahead and pick the fiction story map, and as you can see, it pulls in my bullet points for me there. Now I'm going to click the bottom icon again so I can view the entire article. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to long hold, and I'm going to copy things that I want to put in my outline. Now, as I've copied it, you'll notice that the fifth icon, the A with the line, is now white and active. And if I go ahead and click on that, you'll notice at the bottom it says the text was saved to the outline. So if I go ahead and click my outline button again, you'll notice that the information that I have copied has now jumped over into my outline. Also, if I'd like to type in my outline, I can double click, and that brings up my keyboard so I can type away in my outline. Another great feature of the outline is the sources. From outline to sources up here, it now automatically gives me a bibliography as well. Now, if I use sources from more than one, it would bring in more than one sources. And I do have a Chicago, APA, or MLA format as well. Now, to get back to my text, click that bottom outline button again. I do have a couple options in the middle, the person being if I'd like to sign out. I can close that. Or my settings here. I can change the word, highlight color. I can change the speak voice, depending on preference, male, female. I also can change the volume, speed, pitch, all depending on preference for you. Also, the text complexity at the bottom, I have it set all the way to the left, which means that even some of the simpler words will be text leveled down, whereas I go further to the right, only the most advanced vocabulary words will be leveled. Now that's how we use Snap&Read on the iOS device.